Hi and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. My name is Lexi and today I'm going to show you how to make cake truffles. So you can use this recipe to make cake pops as well, but today I'm going to be making truffles because I do not have any sticks to make cake pops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my vanilla cake recipe, which I did share in the last video, and I am just going to crumble this up to be a fine sand or just crumbs. I know on TikTok right now there's been all these types of hacks that if you use hot cake and mix it together, it makes it perfect. But this has been cooling in my fridge for a few days. So from my cake recipe as well, I also had all this leftover buttercream frosting, which is what I'm going to be using to mix into the cake crumbs to make the cake pop dough. So I'm just going to start off with some small blobs into the mixture until I find the correct consistency that I'm looking for. This did take, I would say, for one 8-inch cake, about a half cup of frosting, but you want to always eyeball it and make sure that you do it right. You can also do this into a stand mixer, but I feel like I have more control when I do it inside of just a bowl and with my hand. Alright, to a microwave safe bowl, I have some melting chocolate. This one is almond bark. I wouldn't recommend it for this project. I'd rather do melting wafers or something else, but I have some fun molds, some flowers in these like funky shapes, and I'm going to use some edible luster dust, which is in the shade golden, and I'm going to use just a clean food grade only paintbrush to brush into the tops of my truffles so that when I put the chocolate in, it will stick to it and then they will come out beautiful in gold. So let me just finish getting that all set up. Look at how shiny they came out. Alright, this project does get a little bit messy, but let me grab some parchment paper. Melted my chocolate in 30-second intervals until it was melted. You can also do this on a double boiler, so whatever works best for you. What we are going to do for this is we need to make the chocolate shell first, so I'm just going to spoon in chocolate to each hole of the mold. It doesn't have to be precise because we are going to tap out that chocolate, so just a little bit in each one. Where we want to put that truffle, so don't even worry about overfilling it because you can remelt and reuse the chocolate. In the comments below, let us know what your favorite kind of chocolate sweet is. I know Valentine's Day is on Monday. My personal favorite are orange cream chocolates. Those are my all-time favorite. My mom always got them for me for Valentine's Day from like C's Candy or something. But now that I have all these chocolate molds, I can definitely do it myself, which would be a lot of fun. See, so we're just tapping out that excess so that we don't have any issues with having too much chocolate pulling to one side. We want a clean, even shell around the truffle. I'm also going to grab a spatula just to wipe off the edges so it is a little bit easier when I go to fill the chocolates and I have more room to put our cake mixture in the inside. Alright, I'm going to let these cool upside down for 20 minutes until that chocolate hardens, and then we'll come back and fill those chocolates. 20 minutes have gone by. You can see that it is no longer wet, and I'm going to take just tiny amounts of our cake filling and pop it into each one of these molds. For one 8-inch cake, I could get, let's see, 15 per mold. I honestly could have gotten 8 of these kinds of molds. So I could have made a whole bunch of chocolates if I wanted to. I just made the ones that I show on the video, and then I put the rest in the freezer for when I do want to make more truffles. But I'm just taking a little bit in each one, really pack it in there and scrape off all the excess on it. Now that the mold is filled, we're just going to top each one with more melted chocolate. And I'm also just going to use that offset spatula to make sure that it is flat on the top. I honestly should have filled these a little bit less so that the chocolate had room to seep in to touch the edges a little bit better. I think that's definitely what I'm going to work on next time I make something like this. Always a learning process. Never made truffles before, but this seems like a pretty easy way to do it, and I just scrape off as much extra chocolate on the top as well, just so I don't have a thick base. For the cooling process, you can either pop this in the refrigerator to speed it up or just leave it at room temperature. I left mine to set for 40 minutes just to make sure everything was completely hardened, so I didn't accidentally break them all when I pop them out. I definitely am going to break some as I pop it out, but learning curve, need better chocolate. All right, perfect opportunity to clean up after I get these set off to go and cool. And we can see the final reveal. I think these came out super beautiful, so just you wait. All right, time to unmold them. Because these are my first ones that I've made, I definitely had some trouble trying to pop these out. But look at, they are staying mostly in their shape, and look at that gold, they look so nice. I am going to have a lot of fun experimenting with different candy ideas. This is my cat Huxley, and here's our truffle. The gold really shines on top. It's super beautiful. Let's give this a cut, see that cross section. And this tasted exactly like a Starbucks cake pop. It was awesome. I really hope you guys make this. Let us know in the comments below.